Hi everyone, Lewis here, and today I'm going to bring you guys a video on a new mod which is coming out very soon for ARMA 3 called ARMA 3 Project Life. The title of this video as well might pique your interest. It is this essentially the next A3L? So this is actually going to be a bit of a weird video. I'm not going to be too critical, I'm just going to display what I see and talk a bit about it. The gameplay in the background is a video of ARMA 3 Project Life we released a few days ago. Honestly, it looks pretty good. But either way, let's talk about ARMA 3 Project Life and what it aims to do. So first and foremost, this is going to be a pay-to-play mod. We have a $30 paywall. I talked to some of the head admins, and this paywall is going to be there throughout the entire process of this mod existing. The reason they have this paywall is to pay for development staff and all of the other costs you can imagine with making a decent final product of an ARMA 3 mod. That by itself might put off a lot of people, but it seems like a decent way of actually paying developers. There's a bit of controversy with a bunch of different ARMA 3 communities. Critical Gaming, I think, does it pretty well, but development staff just not being paid. And if you're going to pay someone, an actual professional, to make something for a mod, then it's going to end up coming out good. And they said to me, you know, just wait till it comes out in a month. January 1st should be more or less when it comes out, 2016, and it'll speak for itself. But just keep in mind that it's there for a reason. I'm not sure if I can entirely agree with the fact that it's there. They aren't going to be accepting donation. Donation is just going to be the paywall, and then it's going to be credits for in-game vanity items, so just cosmetic stuff like that, hair, clothes, stuff like that. I don't really know how I feel about it, but that's how it is going to be for ARMA 3 Project Life, so whatever. The second thing which I think is important about the project, but you shouldn't necessarily use this as a no-go idea for a project. Like I said, I don't want to complete shit on it, but this project is being ran by Caden and Malik, both of which you will know if you watched my videos about a year and a half ago from A3L. They used to pretty much run the entire joint, and in the end, they both left that community, completely ditched it, and started this about a year ago, and have been working, I guess, pretty hard on it since. There was some controversy with Caden calling people nigger and fat, but other than that, they seem like nice people. But whatever passes in the past, if you want to know about the A3L drama concerning Caden and Malik, there'll be an annotation in the top right, but I don't know, people make mistakes, let's give them a second chance. Either way, there was a forum post wrote up by Malik, aka Daphne, in this mod, which talks a bit about why the paywall actually exists, and it explains that we do not use standard models, scripts, or textures. I'm not saying that you can't outsource for work, but just from a quick Google, I can see that the Coast Guard model was bought, the helicopter model was bought, the Dodge Charger model was bought, and also the fire truck model was bought. Yeah, you're right, they are very nice looking models, but it kind of reminds me of A3L, where most of the content was stolen and not something which was made originally by them, and they profit from it. All these things have been bought with the expectation of people buying ARMA 3 Project Life access to pay them off, to pay off devs, etc, etc, and I find that a bit weird. It just seems like there isn't that much original content in terms of scripts. A lot of the stuff was made for A3L a year ago. For example, when he put the car, or the stuff in the back of the car, that was a script which we had for original A3L but just never put in. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but I'm just saying it does say right here that they're all original, but they aren't. The map itself, which we're going to be using in this mod, is custom, which is cool, but it also has its drawbacks. I mean, we have to make everything from scratch. They did upload a video about 6 months ago or so, which showed off the map a decent amount. It looked shit then, but the video I just shown you guys made it look pretty decent, to be honest. I actually think it does look pretty good there. But the thing to know is that all of the models for all of the buildings, etc, were also from another mod. And they did get written permission, or maybe not written permission, but they got permission from the developer of these buildings to actually use their source files for the interiors, etc, etc. Like I said, I talked to them on TeamSpeak, and that's all cool, but again, you've got to wonder, where's all the money going? It's been 10 months, and I don't really see that much original content. You might think maybe the UI is really cool. Well, the UI is also a CBA add-on called Action Button Mod. Like I said at the start, I'm not saying this is shit, and I'm not saying it looks terrible, and I am excited to see the release of a mod, but it's just really weird that all of this stuff isn't actually made by them. That's all. And like I said, it's okay to outsource, but to say things like, you know, that all the textures, models, scripts, etc. are originally made by them in the post, it's just kind of not true. The post was made a few months ago, so maybe things have changed since then, but still, it's going to be public in a month, and that's something people have got to realize. What community would I recommend for anyone who's looking to get into a heavy RP mod of ARMA 3 right now? Critical Gaming, like I mentioned before, does a great job. It's really good. There's been some really good development. of that mod, and I'm sure there's probably more money going into Coryle's back pocket, who is like the head dev of Critical, if you don't know, than there is, you know, actually being put back into the mod. But I don't know, he does an amazing job by himself, and I think he deserves that. You don't necessarily have to invest everything back to make it a good mod. I just don't understand why there's these really basic scripts being implemented, and then they've put a bunch of vehicles in and used some add-ons which I've got permission for, and then charging access for it. It's just kind of weird. And just so you know as well, I did actually pay for access for this mod. Hopefully I won't be banned by the time it comes out. Like I said, excited for the release, but still a bit skeptical. Like I put in a text annotation at the start, this is all my opinion, and I'm trying to back up anything I might be saying with facts. I could definitely be a lot more negative than I am being, and I'm sure, as you can see from the gameplay, it does look like fun. There's a bunch of custom scripts in there, whether it's for the lifeguard stuff. I'd highly recommend you guys check out their YouTube channel in the description below. But just keep in mind, I'm not, like, I don't know, being paid obviously to advertise this, because I've said a lot of negative things I didn't have to say in this video. I'm just letting you guys know the complete picture of what this mod's going to be like. It's going to be something many people are considering purchasing in the next month, as it is going to be released, like I said, on January 1st. And any feedback or anything like that, I don't know, I'd love to hear what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Maybe I am being too critical, but the past drama plus some confusing things with wording and stuff like that, in this project I'm just, like I said, skeptical. It could be amazing or it could be a complete disaster. Either way, they are trying to generate money to obviously give herself a job, and also give a bunch of other people jobs apparently through development. And this will, as I've already said, be a paywall from the start of the project to the end of the project. Does more complexity necessarily mean a better mod? No, not really. In fact, since the framework has been made from scratch with the help of Caden, and I'm sure lots of other coders as well, that could be one of the massive downfalls of this. It could just be a bit inoperable with too many people on the server. Since the map is pretty small, I wouldn't be surprised if that's not the case, but I'm just saying it could be the case. Either way, pretty much all the development team on this mod have been involved in the community for at least a year or so, if not longer. I mean, Caden and Malik are the core examples of that, but everyone else has dabbled in other projects, or some of them have even been involved in actual Bohemia Interactive's development on the game ARMA 3. Some of you guys might know it. It's that game right in front of your eyes right now. Anyway, like I said, feedback is much appreciated. If you guys want any information and all that kind of stuff, will be below in the description below. If you want any proof of my claims, I'll leave that in the description, but I'm not going to by default because I'm too lazy, but I don't tend to spurt bullshit. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all good stuff. And I don't know, we'll try out the mod in a month from now, and we will see what it's like.